Hello boys, and welcome back to Calm Down and Level Up. Today we're here with a pretty good one, and by the way, before we get into it, yes, that is correct. Ironside Computers, thank you so much for sponsoring the channel. It's official. My first, real big one. I've had Voidu in the past, which was it was cool. But this is an actual real big sponsorship, and they actually are sending me a PC. It is not here yet, but when it gets here, I'm going to show you guys all the goodies that come with it. And you can check the links on the front page of my channel, as well as the description in the video here, to go check them out yourself. There's a coupon code, Calm Down Level Up, to get 5% off any computer that you order. Also, really quick, big thanks to Andrew, Blog and Fletcher, Bubby, Infinitum Gamer, Mangus, Rodney, and Samuel Bjornsson for all being awesome patrons. Thank you very much, and if you would like to become a patron yourself, check out the link in the description below. Now, Venezuela's been in the news a little bit recently. They've been having a little bit of trouble. We've all known that the Maduro's reign has been tested a lot by quite a few different things. Well, recently a man named Juan Guaido has declared himself the interim president. Almost the entire country's parliament backs him, and some of the military, but most of the military still backs Maduro and his government. So boys, what would happen if Juan Guaido declared a civil war against Maduro? And not only that, but all the countries that support Maduro being on a team versus all the countries that support Juan Guaido being on a team. Oh boy, we have World War III here. So make sure to stick around for this video. This is going to be a good one. This is going to be quite the war to watch. And also make sure to stick around to the end, because I am announcing the winners of the second Calm Down Level Up Country Ball Art Contest. So make sure you stick around for that. It's going to be good, I promise. So boys, everything's good. They are all at war with each other. The two factions are at war. We are using Modern Day 4 today because I was able to get it to work a little bit better than Millennium Dawn. There's more states in Venezuela in Modern Day 4, so it made it actually a lot easier to get the game running how I wanted it to. As you can see, the Americas are going to be quite Guaido dominated, but the old world is almost very much Maduro dominated. I mean, Europe and pretty much the entire EU and NATO are united in support of Guaido, and of course that's going to create an insane front with Russia and Turkey. Turkey being a flip to the sort of emerging outlook, as this mod would call it, side. But then working with both Russia, Iran, and actually Syria down here, it would be quite the secondary force pushing into Europe aside from the Russian main front over here. Of course, also, Israel has said that they support Juan Guaido as well. So that's going to create yet another Middle Eastern conflict where the entire Middle East is already, at war with ISIS and all these little groups fighting each other. Israel's not going to stick their nose into it as well. Now, this is March 2017, but just pretend that it's February 2019. And also, Juan Guaido is not in the game, so just pretend that George Lynch here is Juan Guaido. Alright boys, I'm gonna press play. I also need to get out of Syria, and there we go. So let's try to see which fronts are gonna get pushed first. We should probably go check out Venezuela, to be honest. Okay, Tahir al-Sham has joined Guaido. Congo, so we're gonna get more supporters. So this is gonna kind of simulate more countries just declaring who they're supporting. So the Congo has supported Maduro, Laos, South Ossetia, Abkhazia, Transnistria have all supported Maduro. So a lot of those little countries that are somewhat under Russia's influence over here have joined. A lot of countries supporting Maduro. The Philippines, Novorossiya, Armenia, Iraq, Kazakhstan. A lot of people are in solidarity with Maduro. Even Belarus and Nepal, Mongolia and Algeria and Zimbabwe and Brunei. I'm probably not going to get all of those, but I'm going to try and cover most of them. All the major ones, maybe. Okay, Japan joined the Middle Eastern Coalition, of course. I feel really bad for Bolivia. They got their butt kicked enough back in the mid-1800s, the War of the Pacific. I'm not sure this is needed for them right now, if them as a nation really need that to happen. So as you boys can see, this is quite the, World War III we have here. Oh, but first of all, boys, I think we need to congratulate Bolivia on getting some coastline again. It's been a while, been over 100, maybe over 200 years. Jeez, good job. Not 200 years, maybe close to 200 years. You've suffered long enough. Bolivia, you have suffered long enough at the hands of Chile and everyone else that owns all the coastline. You deserve some too, buddy. Here we see the Americans and the coalition for Guaido forces fighting on the beaches of Cuba, because Cuba is in support of Maduro as well. And of course they had that easy landing of Guantanamo Bay. As you can see here, look at this. Nicaragua is actually doing pretty good for being completely surrounded. That would be pretty incredible if Nicaragua could actually take out Hezbollah joined Maduro, nice. They could take out the entire Central America and secure that front for Maduro. Look at this, Israeli tanks and troops have landed on the coast of Turkey, completely ignoring the other front that's over here. They've decided, it looks like Israeli and Greek troops are all working together in this region to fight Turkey. If Turkey can get taken out, that's going to be a huge blow to the entire Maduro forces in this region, because Turkey was a flip from being more western to now being more eastern. Also, that's a huge amount of territory and a huge amount of troops that would be lost if Israel and Greece were able to take out Turkey. A look at this here, we can see European landings under the coast of Algeria as well, for Algeria daring to declare support for their enemies, so they're just going to get recolonized here. Here's what Venezuela looks like right now. These are, the red is under Maduro's control, the blue is under rebels' control, and of course the yellow there is under like sort of international Colombian and American controlled. Alright boys, it's the 11th of November now, and a few of the states in support of Guaido have surrendered, that being Poland, Lithuania, and what was the other one? Bulgaria. They're all dead, and Russia just annexed all, so rest in peace. Europe's been having a hard time with the Maduro invasions because they decided to form NATO, and then NATO unformed and reformed and unformed, so they've been having a hard time staying within one specific faction. Plus, these two major invasions have not made it easy for them. The Maduro forces have been doing really good on both fronts, the one that pushed into Poland from Belarus, and the one that pushed into Bulgaria and Greece from Turkey. The Maduro forces have been winning. Oh, Romania was just puppeted by Russia as well, so rest in peace. The only place that Guaido's forces have really won was in Venezuela itself, but you know, Venezuela is not united right now. Also, Maduro allied Nicaragua, like we were hoping for, did knock out quite a few of the Central American states. Both Costa Rica and Panama were knocked out by Nicaragua. But the forces from above, from Guatemala, Honduras, and El Salvador, have pushed down, and they look like they're really threatening Nicaragua. It's probably not going to survive. Well, Georgia just went ahead and joined the Middle Eastern Ukraine too? The Middle Eastern Coalition is the faction that the European countries have been deciding to join recently. So that means Ukraine just joined against Russia and Russia's allies, meaning joined against Maduro, as well as little Georgia down here. So that's actually going to be really good for the Russians, because they're going to be able to connect to Turkey, have a direct land route, instead of having to go all the way around. So boys, the supporters of Maduro have been able to just pretty much squash Guaido everywhere except for the New World, obviously. It's going to take forever, and it's probably going to be impossible for Maduro supporting countries to be able to invade the Americas because, well, Nicaragua is gone, and Cuba's on its way out, and obviously too Venezuela has fallen. I don't know where Maduro is. He's probably defected to Russia or China or somewhere. But another thing with modern day 4, just the way the AI works a little bit differently. The AI will not try to make massive pushes, so the wars actually take a lot longer and they go by a lot slower. So I wish I could have gotten this to work in Millennium Dawn, but that's just the way it goes. Some interesting things that happen around the world. Eritrea annexed North Sudan, or just Sudan, which we've seen that before, which is kind of funny that it repeats in multiple different mods. Korea actually made a landing, South Korea that is, in China. So Shanghai did actually fall to South Korea. I didn't even realize that South Korea was at war with them. I guess it makes sense. They are in the Middle Eastern Coalition. Bolivia is just gone. Paraguay, Brazil, and Peru just divvied them right on up. They don't exist anymore. And the Turks have almost finished conquering Greece, so that has also happened. Albania just joined the Middle Eastern Coalition, try to help their Greek brothers, I guess. And yes, in March of 2018, ISIS is still a major threat in mostly just Iraq at this point. But thanks for watching, boys. If you like this video, make sure to hit like, favorite, and subscribe if you guys are new. Thanks for helping me hit 30k, and as promised, for 30k, I was going to show you guys some of my favorite submissions from the second Calm Down Level Up Country Ball Art Contest. Now, these were submitted. They were supposed to depict a certain moment or a certain video that I made that they thought was just funny or they thought was memorable or something. So here we go. Alright, boys, welcome, finally, to the second Calm Down Level Up Country Ball Art Contest. It's got to be said, your submissions have been very fun and interesting to look at and try to figure out where these things that you drew happened in my videos. Now here's one. This is a very beautiful piece. This was made by a guy named Ipufosenia. I really don't know how to say your name, dude, and if I'm saying it wrong, well, that's your fault because you have such a crazy name and I'm an American and I can't say it, so I'm sorry. But this describes, I don't know which video this is from because this scenario has happened a few times. But this describes, oh, must be from what happens if Russia invades Ukraine. That's probably the one it's from. So Russia's like, hi. Ukraine says no. And then the EU comes in and says hi, and then Russia says no. Also, the little Ukraine on the bottom right is just amazing. I love it so much. It's the cutest little country ball I've ever seen. Beautiful. This next one was sent to me by Reza, or Reza. This one is about all the religions in Europe having a war. And it pretty accurately describes Chechnya coming out of nowhere and just destroying everything. Also, I just noticed, and this is fantastic, this makes me like this comic a lot more. Turkey is saying, Turkey is quoting a comment that actually was commented on one of my videos that I thought was just so funny that I screen capped and put it on Twitter. So that adds an extra layer of amazingness just for me personally. This one is very high quality, very beautiful. This one is made by Alp Mapper. This one is the one where after one of the major updates, I can't even remember what it's called. The one that introduced formable nations into Hearts of Iron 4. I formed all the formable nations, except for the Holy Roman Empire. And then we just ran the game to see what would happen. But it's cool to see all the little country balls. They look really good. And then the map is very accurate, so this one is awesome for, you know, the artistic way it was done. This one is awesome. This one's from Plants vs. Zombies King. This is just when, this is also the religion war one. This one's actually from Christians versus Islam, I believe. And, it's when Benin just ended up owning this massive amount of territory in Africa, but then after the peace deal, it didn't hold any of it. So this one is really good. I like this a lot, too. This one's really fun. It's from It's Skyrex. It's about America nuking Iraq just over and over again unreasonably. And I think the expression on America's face down in the bottom left really definitely explains it very well on at least my reaction, what I would have thought like America was going through for some reason. I think America has just been doing way too much cocaine. This one's also from HOI4. By the way, HOI4 is the person that won the previous one. So they have a very interesting art style. Here we have a really cool one from Spartan Sun. It's just a screenshot of border porn with the Balkans all fixed up, and it's got some very nicely circle tool made country balls on top. Here we have what if Russia invades Ukraine again, except it's just a, it's a different art style than HOI4. This one's from Subscribe to PewDiePie, of course. Now this one's awesome. This is going back a little bit back to the summer. This is from when we formed Rome with Romania. So props to you for going back a little bit farther. And the alliance of Poland and Romania killed both Germany and the USSR and annexed both of them. So Poland and Romania just ended up being this massive powerhouse that could not be stopped. And it was just a really funny video. And I'm sorry, that was submitted to me by Flavor. This one is from Green Lads. This is when Afghanistan ended up conquering the USSR. And I think it annexed Tajikistan and a little bit of territory from the USSR. So good job, Taliban. You did it. This one was sent to me by Croatian Mapper. This one's pretty sweet. I like it a lot because it features me as a country ball. I want to see more me as a country balls, guys. So when you send me country ball art, make sure to include me like as a spectator. And I don't remember exactly which video this is from, but this does make sense, and I do remember something like this happening where Hungary gains independence out of Austria-Hungary, and Austria-Hungary still calls itself Austria-Hungary. Here's another one. I just have no idea where this was from. This is sent to me from Black Memes. How's it going, buddy? Apparently Germany came in to help Syria with something, and then the UK said no and declared war. So there you go. Here we have a hand drawing of Ukraine as a country human. So this is a new style of country balls that are being introduced. This is an F for Dnipro. I can't say it. It's just one of those territories in Ukraine that did really good in every state independent. So there you go. There's a country human for you. And here's Chechnya, not knowing if this is going to work, if their plan of conquering Europe is going to work, but guess what? It did. So good job, Chechnya. This has been sent to me by Historic Sports Moments. And I'm sorry I forgot to say that the country human was sent to me by Just a Fan of Everything. Alright boys, I'm going to choose 3 winners, and each winner is going to win a copy of Age of Civilizations 2, like I promised. The first winner is going to be this very detailed, nicely done drawing of the every formed nation. This one's really cool because it reaches back quite far. It's really nicely done. I like the quality of the art. It's pretty sweet. Good job on this. I'll be contacting you on Twitter, AlpMapper. The second winner is going to be the person that submitted this awesome drawing of Afghanistan conquering the USSR. It's just really nicely done, and I've just noticed another detail in there where the sun even has the crescent moon, the Islamic crescent moon on it. So that is really sweet. Green Lads, congratulations. I'll be contacting you on Twitter. And last but not least, Flavor. I'm choosing yours for the third winner with with Romania forming Rome. It was just a really funny video, and I loved how you portrayed it in this little comic. So congratulations, everybody. I'll be contacting you guys. And yeah, if you guys would like me to host another one of these, make sure to tell me in the comments. And I'll see you guys all next time. Peace.